Last night, I had a nightmare that the detergent flap on my dishwasher got stuck, and my plates didn't come out fully clean.
Oh, that's a nightmare, Jeff?
How sad is adulthood that these are the scary thoughts that wake me up in the middle of the night now?
I actually do hate that when you have to
sad,
re-wash the wash dishes.
And you waste a pot.
Oh,
I'm like, why are there streaks here? I just washed these.
Who knows what new nightmares I'm going to get as we go around the room for What's on Your Mind, hearing my co-host thoughts.
Wine glass on the cup cupboard.
No! Let's start with Brooke. Brooke, what's on your mind?
Oh my God. We took the kids for the first time ever to Great Wolf Lodge.
Oh,
If you don't know it, it's
Oh
like
my
the
God.
chain hotel that is meant for children and families.
I've heard about it.
You guys, I had no idea what to expect walking in. It is like Vegas for kids.
Because
Like-
isn't
I was
it,
gonna say Disney.
Oh,
if you don't know,
No.
isn't it like a big indoor water park?
That's part of it.
Oh, okay.
There's so much.
There's more.
I've never been.
There's arcades. There's a Starbucks. There's multiple restaurants, and
I
it's
see.
you walk in and you never leave the hotel. You don't see daylight again after you
Really?
enter.
That is kind of like Vegas. I
Yeah.
just stand
Totally.
there.
And then we're standing in line just to check in, and I keep glancing at the dad behind me because he's holding like a slushy cocktail with like a,
Twisty straw.
yes, and
Oh,
like
yeah.
fruit on the side. I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. We're all just day drinking.
That's what the grown-ups need to survive.
Yeah.
They're pushing alcohol. We go into the pool area. There's cabanas you can rent.
Oh.
With like,
What?
yes, you have to reserve the cabana. I'm like, there's no
Liquor?
sun. We are indoors. What is
That
happening?
literally is like Vegas.
Yes.
So there's a lot of booze.
Well, if enough of those
Yes.
slushy drinks, you'll think that you're wherever
Yeah,
you are
true.
at that point.
Yes. And then just groups of adults like doing their thing. Like we're in line for different like slides and water park rides.
Yeah.
Just adults lighting up. I'm like, where are the children? Where did the kids go? Yeah,
Well,
so
hopefully there's babysitters. Or...
no, there's a lot of lifeguards. They do a pretty good
Oh,
job.
that
Yeah.
makes
So,
sense.
I'll just say we left Vegas for kids with my kids fully addicted.
Okay.
And
no.
they're planning their next trip, which they
Uh-oh.
want is next
Are
week.
you excited to go back?
We're gonna take a little break.
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we gotta
Hungover,
you gotta dampen.
Just like Vegas.
Oh
you
yeah.
gotta chill
Oh,
for
and
a
you're
little.
shelling out money like
Yeah.
it's water.
Gotta
You know.
be safe.
Mama
Yeah.
rode those slides a little bit too hard this time. Let's go to Jose. Jose, what's on your mind?
Well, I went to the grocery store the other day, and I really never go to the grocery store because I order my groceries when
yeah.
I need them, and I have pre-prepared meals
Yeah,
at
yeah.
home, whatever. So anyway, I ended up needing Tide Pods for laundry, and when I go find them, they're all locked up in this big cabinet, and so I have to hit this button for help.
They're like
Right.
that everywhere now.
Yeah, and so I'm not used to this, and some worker guy shows up, and then a couple awkward things happen. Okay?
Uh-oh.
You guys know me, I'm super loud, right?
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
So I'm like, wow, like I forgot these things are locked up now, huh?
Oh, you're like the old guy in TSA line. That's like, we gotta take our shoes off.
Yeah.
And he's looking at me because I'm way too excited about this. Like I'm
Yeah.
probably on drugs. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. And then I'm like, hey, can I get the biggest tub that you have? Like the one in the back, as big as you can get them. And he's like, sure. I'm like, oh, I live alone. And I
What?
stock up like once a year, but I'm not used to this.
Why are you telling him all this?
Yeah.
I'm nervously talking because I'm like, how do you make conversation while you're
They
buying
don't want you to
cabinets?
talk to them, I don't
Yeah.
Well, it seems like he didn't want to. So
Yeah.
he's just staring at me at one point.
Yeah, he's like, is this guy gonna eat them or
Yeah,
what?
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm getting analyzed. Like, should I cut him off?
There's
right?
a reason that we lock these up, and
Yeah.
this man is the reason why.
Tell him why.
Yeah.
Anyway, he gives them to me. Everything is fine, and I just realize I really do just need to order them online from now on.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like
you
a
just,
secret Amazon order.
you
'cause
just can't handle the grocery
I'm
store
gonna get
anymore.
cut off from
Yeah.
my local grocery store.
But you got your Tide Pods?
I did. I have a whole big box of them now.
Okay, how did
So-
they taste?
No, I don't taste them,
Oh,
Jeff.
I don't know what you're doing with all those Tide Pods. then.
I smoke them.
Oh, thank you.
Idiot.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Summer breeze. That's all. That's what I'm
Summer
about.
Breeze is what I got.
Alexis, what's been on your mind?
So I already went on like a family vacation earlier this year, if you
Yeah.
remember.
Fun.
So my mom called me recently and asked if I wanted to go on another one this year, okay?
Wow.
And I was a little surprised, but also not against it because she's been funding them so far.
Oh, yeah.
So
Right.
Didn't she say that last one was the last one?
and she keeps saying
Keep
that.
saying
She's
that.
like,
She said that for like years.
this is the
hasn't
last
she?
one
Last
I'm paying
year,
for. This is the
yeah.
last one I'm paying for.
Because
Okay.
Disney last year was anyway.
So yes, so she wants to know if in a few months I want to go to Disneyland for a weekend
Again,
with her
yeah.
and my brothers. Okay.
Fun.
So she's telling me all about it, the hotel she's booking, whatever, and I'm like thinking about the price in my head, and I'm like, it's like hundreds of dollars for a weekend with my family.
Yeah, more than that probably.
Like a lot. And I'm like,
Hundreds if you're
I don't
lucky.
know. I'm going to need to think about it because she's like, this is the trip you're going to have to pay for yourself, Alexis.
Oh, okay, so she gave you a heads up.
She gave me a heads up.
The room alone could be a couple hundred.
Exactly. So I was like, hey, I'm going to need to think about it. And she's like, okay, well, I already booked everything.
What?
Oh.
And I'm like, what?
You're trapped.
And while I'm on the phone, I get an email of my flights she had already booked for me.
Confirmation?
Yep, to go on the trip.
Well,
And
that's
you're gonna have
nice
to
of
pay
her
for
to
those?
do that for you.
Well, yeah, except now I have to Venmo her for them.
Oh,
So
yeah.
She tricked
I got
you.
a non-optional family vacation that I have to pay for.
I feel like your mom is some sort of pyramid scheme and you didn't even know
That
it.
is so weird.
Yes.
And she happens to know your birthday, so she can just book your
No,
flights.
yeah, she booked everything's already all planned, so I don't even know why she bothered to call me. I guess to just make sure I'm free.
No, to make sure that you pay her, honey.
Yeah. He's like, start saving.
Are you saying that you want to give it away to a listener right now?
Wait.
Text in 78592 if you would like to take
No,
the
listen,
family
you do
trip.
not want to go to Disneyland with my family. I'm doing
never
you a
mind.
favor.
All right, Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
Well, you know, producer Boyd and I meet every day to talk about show content in the
Yeah.
other room.
Of course.
And he brought up something to me. He said, have you seen the Tuah girl?
Oh, we're going to talk about this?
Dude, I put her sound clip on
Dude,
my
I
stream.
didn't.
Well,
we had a
play
whole
her all the
conversation
time.
with my friends, and I was like, we can't talk about it on the show.
Yeah.
I was like, I was like,
inappropriate.
I don't know what you're talking about. What is
Jeff
that?
is the one person who doesn't know.
Dude,
what
it was
Tuah
even at
is.
like the Live Golf tournament. People
Yeah.
were
I'm not
yelling
on
it out.
social media like ever. So
That's on E ESPN.
it has, I had no idea what he was saying. And this is very important. He never said, go look it up.
Oh, God.
But he was telling me this is everywhere. People are talking about this. So I went home and I'm in the middle of making my cottage cheese toast with a drizzle of honey on it. And I've got 2 minutes to kill. And I'm thinking in my head, how do you spell Tuah? Like
Did
So
you have any idea what this was
I
about?
had no idea.
Oh,
So I
God.
put it in my social
funny.
media search.
Yeah.
Biggest regret of my entire life. Now,
Memes and reels.
anytime I go on
Yeah.
TikTok or Instagram, my algorithm is completely filled with Tuah content.
Yeah.
Join the club.
Clips of it.
Everybody's-
Yeah.
People that are searching for her, parody songs that are way
Yeah.
funnier than mine ever could be, that make me
Yeah.
jealous. Curiosity got the best of me, and now I have to suffer for it.
Don't worry. In 2 weeks, it'll all be gone. It just takes
Will
like a
it?
week
Because
or
it's
so.
literally every
Yeah.
single video that
We'll
I'm
get
looking
tired
at.
of it.
Yeah.
I need-
Taylor Swift will do something, else.
Totally. Or some
Yeah.
celeb will
I
get
need
us.
people to text in 78592. How do you flush an algorithm?
Oh, that's actually
Can
a
you
good
do it? Like,
question.
oh my God, if we find that out, we need to.
Yeah.
Can we
Yeah.
change it?
I would maybe just type in Brooke and Jeffrey on TikTok,
that's
which
good.
you should be doing anyway.
Yes.
And then
Totally-
let the
totally
phone kill
viral.
itself.
Yeah.
Go follow us, by the way. That's what's on your mind. Text in 78592. Tell us what's been on yours. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.